Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Illinois High School Sports Awards, brought to you by the USA Today Network, in partnership with Illinois Pork Producers and INB.
Yeah, I'm back here and I'm back on. Stand up like backbone, I'm beast mode, I'm so strong. Go hard or go home, no stopping, I can't stop. I will not lose, I'ma always win. Now let the games begin now. Go hard like a day. It's game time like game day. I ball hard and clutch play. It's game time like game day. Now let the games begin. Now let the games begin.
And here are your hosts from ESPN, Seth Greenberg and LaPhonso Ellis.
Fonzarelli.
Yes.
This is like the Duke, North Carolina of high school award shows.
Well, it's got to be ACC. How about back in the day, Notre Dame, UCLA?
These kids weren't even born back then, Fonz. Come on, give me a break
My
here.
bad.
Welcome, everyone, to the High School Sports Award Show, where school bells and buzzer beaters ring equally loud, and the nominees are as versed in their X's and O's as their E equals MC squared.
Wow, that's right, Coach. Tonight we're going to celebrate the best high school athletes in the state. We're going to give it up for players from a veritable spectrum of sports. We'll also show some love for teams and coaches, as well as crown the male and female Athlete of the Year.
Fonz, you are killing me with that Notre Dame degree. If you're going to go bust out phrases like variable spectrum of sports at the top of the show, like I went to Harvard on a Hackensack, I'm going to go have to get my thesaurus.
Come on, Coach, you're a smart guy. You already quoted Einstein. Looks like we both hit the books to prepare for these kids.
We also brought some heavy hitters along the way to help celebrate their achievements. We're talking about names like the legendary Aaron Rodgers, the incomparable Alex Morgan, and the unstoppable Big Aristotle, Shaquille O'Neal. You played against Shaq, right?
Yes, I did.
And how'd that go? Did he name a dunk after you?
Praise God, he did not. Man, I'm so glad that social media wasn't around that time. I'm confident it would have been all over the place and I would have been a consistent meme.
A meme. Funny you mentioned social media because we have a lot going on over there. And here to explain the third part of our team, Abby Labar.
Hey Illinois, you guys have celebrated everything from Lincoln to the Blues Brothers. Well, it's time to celebrate your Prairie State athletes. So tag us in your social posts, share photos and videos from your own celebrations using our hashtag. Posts on Instagram or Twitter will be shown in the social media feed on the show website. Plus, one lucky person using the hashtag on Instagram or Twitter will receive an autographed gift from one of our featured guests tonight.
Question for you, Fonz. If 60% of the human body is water, what percentage of Katie Ledecky is at home in the pool?
Well, she won her first Olympic gold medal in London as a 15-year-old. She then added 4 more Olympic golds, 15 world championships, 2 NCAA titles, and a whole bunch of freestyle world records. I'd say 100%.
She was pretty good. You're correct, sir. Guess that's why we've got her to present our Swim and Dive Awards.
Hey all you swimmers and divers out there, it's Katie Ledecky. This is an Olympic year, which means the whole world gets really into our sports for the summer. And they get very excited to see their favorite swimmers touch the wall or their divers make a clean entry. But they don't know, like you all know, the thousands upon thousands of laps and dives that went into that winning moment. So I just want to tip my swim cap to all you guys who put in the long hours in the pool. Because when those victories come, they're so much sweeter when there are a bunch of folks out there who know what it takes to make it to the podium. Here are the honorees for the Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are And the Illinois Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Rachel Stagey. of Neuqua Valley High School.
Rachel Stagey is graduating with a slew of championships in her wake. Stagey, who is 6 feet tall, owns the state records in both the 200 and 500-yard freestyles and claimed the Metea Valley sectional in both events to end her career. She qualified for the U.S. Olympic trials in the 200 free, 400 free, 800 free, and 1500 free. In the fall, she will be swimming at the University of Georgia.
Congratulations on being the best in the state, Rachel. Here are the honorees for the Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Illinois Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Max Aida of Glenbrook South High School.
Max Aida left no doubt of his status as one of the nation's best swimmers when he blasted the Illinois state record in the 200 individual medley by more than 7 seconds. Aida led Glenbrook South to an unbeaten record in dual meets this year and finished with 3 school records. He will swim for the University of Virginia next season.
Congratulations on being the best in the state, Max.
Fonzarelli, what's the best score you ever put up?
68.
Fonz, you were the 7th pick in the draft. I understand you're a world-class athlete, but that 68, it had to be on like putt-putt.
Well, do foot wedges and all of that count?
I don't know. Did you ever get 68?
On the front 9.
How about as a player? Like a basketball player?
Well, I mean, give me a break, Coach. I'm kind of a hoops first kind of guy. So we're talking about golf now?
Yeah, golf, like the PGA Tour, where every week is a battle of attrition. Unlike us, Ryan Palmer is no stranger to success between the ropes. With 4 tour victories and 2 top 10 finishes in majors, and now he's going to show us the best golfers in the state.
Hey everybody, PGA Tour winner Ryan Palmer here. I just want to say to all you golfers out there, well done. Y'all are hitting the ball further these days than golfers from my generation could even dream about when we were in high school. The way you embrace new techniques, technologies, and teaching methods, it's pushing our game to new heights and even lower scores. And with all the social media distractions these days, you guys still have shown the mental toughness to excel in a sport that makes tremendous demands on that space between your ears. So take out your favorite club, raise it over your head, and use it to give yourself a pat on the back. Job well done. Y'all have certainly earned it. Now let's give out some awards today. Here are your honorees for the Female Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the Illinois Female Golfer of the Year is Ellis Santos of Stevenson High School.
Sophomore Ali Santos earned an individual victory at the Class 2A Dundee Crown Sectional with an even par 71, cementing the lowest round of her career and giving Stevenson a team victory in its final match of the season. Santos had finished 5th at the Class 2A state meet a year before as a freshman.
Congratulations on being the best in the state, Ali. Here are your honorees for the Male Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the Illinois Male Golfer of the Year is John Wild of Glenbard West High School.
John Wild went unbeaten in dual competition and punctuated his season with a 1/73 to claim the individual title at the Oswego Sectional. Wild helped spur the Hilltoppers to the team championship as well, the best possible finish as the state tournament was canceled because of COVID. Wild tied for 3rd at state in 2019 as a sophomore.
Congratulations on being the best in the state, John.
They call her 6 feet of sunshine, and not just because you often find her on the beach.
Seth, I wish I was on the beach right now. No, it's because Kerry Walsh Jennings is covered in Olympic gold. The 42-year-old SoCal standout is the most decorated beach volleyball player in Olympic history with 3 gold medals as well as a bronze.
She stepped off the sand to show us the best volleyball players in the state.
Hey guys, it's Kerry Walsh Jennings, and I am so honored to be a part of this show that celebrates high school athletes. You don't have to make a living playing sports to know the value of high school athletics. The lessons you learn, the memories you make, the challenges you overcome, they will all help you as you continue on your journey through life. And if you really work hard at it, it can take you all around the world, or even to the top step of the podium. Here are your honorees for the Female Volleyball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Illinois Female Volleyball Player of the Year is Rachel Musenga of Bennett Academy.
6'1" senior setter Rachel Musenga steadied Bennett Academy's run to a 10-0 season that included an East Suburban Catholic League tournament title during the shortened season. She stitched together 231 assists and 17 blocks. Musenga is headed to play at Penn State next year.
Congratulations, Rachel. And now for the guys. Here are your honorees for the Male Volleyball Player of the Year. And the finalists are
and the Illinois Male Volleyball Player of the Year is Josh Schellinger of Lake Park High School. Josh Schellinger set a new record for Lake Park High's program with 23 kills in one match. From the last week of April into May, Schellinger showed his versatility with aces, blocks, and digs on the way to Lake Park's runner-up finish at state. He will continue to attack from all corners at the University of California at San Diego next season.
Fonzarelli.
Yes.
You want some real inside sports knowledge? A tip to show up your friends? If so, then pay attention to the Rising Stars Award. It's all about the up-and-comers, the phenoms who are just getting started, but still pushing the more experienced competitors to their limits, because the names you hear today can be the all-stars of tomorrow.
Here are your finalists for the Illinois Rising Star of the Year.
Trey Butler, a phenom freshman center fielder from Chicago's Simeon Career Academy, is already fielding college offers. Allie Ince, Normal Community's freshman speedster, broke records and brought home multiple state titles. And freshman Annika Park of Deerfield High School dominated in the biggest event of the year, winning the 500 and 200 freestyle, as well as the 100 fly and backstroke. And the Illinois Rising Star of the Year is Trey Butler of Simeon Career Academy High School. Freshman center fielder Trey Butler has already committed to the University of Louisville for college. But with scouts attending nearly all his games and 3 more years to hone his skills, Butler could be the top player in Illinois by the time he graduates and could go high in the MLB draft. Butler was the only freshman to be named to the Illinois All-State team after stealing 40 bases. He ran a blistering 60-yard dash time of 6.74 at a recent scouting event, and he has a smooth swing that has helped him hit .398 this season.
Congratulations. Great job. If you don't know the name Martina Navratilova, you should. She's one of the most dominant players to ever swing a racket.
I wish I had her drop volley game. She won 18 Grand Slam singles titles in her long career, and her 59 total major titles are the most by any player, male or female, in the open era. She's also an author, equal rights advocate, and even an actor.
Martina can do it all, including presenting our awards in tennis.
Hey guys, Martina Navratilova here. You know, our sport is one of the few where teenagers routinely announce their arrival on the world stage. But it's also a sport that millions play well into their 70s or even 80s. The sport you've chosen to play in high school, to dedicate thousands of hours of your time, it is a lifetime sport. All of those hours can pay dividends in your future. Dividends in your career, your health, your quality of life. So I'd like to congratulate all the honorees tonight, but I also want to congratulate all of their teammates, their coaches, and of course parents, because they all played a part, not only in your recognition now, but in your recognition as success in the future. Here are the honorees for the Female Tennis Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Illinois Female Tennis Player of the Year is Kylie Rodgers of Lake Forest High School.
Kylie Rodgers entered her senior campaign as the two-time defending state champion in Class 2A, and she did not disappoint despite the revamped schedule. She led the Scouts to a sectional team title and won her final career match to claim the singles championship. Rodgers will play at Northwestern next fall.
Congratulations, Kylie. Here are the honorees for the Male Tennis Player of the Year. And the finalists are
And the Illinois Male Tennis Player of the Year is Max Bengtson of Winnetka New Trier High School. Max Bengtson showed a truckload of grit on his way to winning the Class 2A State Singles Championship. Bengtson dropped the first set and was on the verge of finishing as the state runner-up, but he stormed back to win the next two sets 6-3, 6-2, and earned the right to celebrate. Bengtson will continue his career next season at Northwestern.
Congratulations, Max.
Fonz, a lot of people dream about running a marathon. I'm not one of them. This guy usually runs one before breakfast.
Wow, Dean Karnazes has won the Badwater Ultra Marathon. That's 135 miles through Death Valley in 124-degree heat. Later, he ran a marathon at the South Pole in negative 35 degrees. In fact, this best-selling author once ran 50 marathons in 50 states in 50 days.
Whoa, Fonz. I think I just pulled something. I'm not sure. I think it's my hamstring. Tell you what, Fonz. We'll let Dean present the cross-country awards. And me, I need to find a massage chair. 50 marathons in 50 days?
I'm going with
really?
you.
Hey guys, Dean Karnazes here to talk a little cross country. Running is the most elemental of all sports. There are cave paintings of runners that date back over 15,000 years. They found a record of a running competition in Ireland almost 4,000 years ago. And guess what the first event was at the ancient Olympic Games in 776 BC? That's right, a foot race. Running is in our DNA. You cross-country athletes are just better at it than most folks. So keep on keeping on, because running is special. Here are the honorees for the Female Cross-Country Runner of the Year. And the finalists are and the Illinois Female Cross-Country Runner of the Year is Josephine Whelan of Oak Park River Forest High School.
After having the fastest sectional time in the state this fall, it was no shock when Oak Park River Forest's Josephine Whelan won a state championship a week later in Peoria. Whelan blew away the competition, finishing 35 seconds ahead of the second-place runner, a virtual lifetime in cross-country terms. It wasn't her only state title of the school year either, as she brought home first place in the 3,200 run at the state track meet in June.
Congratulations on being the best in Illinois, Josephine. Here are the honorees for the Male Cross-Country Runner of the Year. And the finalists are
And the Illinois Male Cross Country Athlete of the Year is Luke Schildmeyer of St. Charles East High School. In the end, only 3 seconds separated St. Charles East teammates Luke Schildmeyer and Michael Wilson at the de facto state cross-country meet. Schildmeyer edged out his friend for the top honor, more than 11 seconds faster than the third-place finisher. Schildmeyer is committed to run in college next year at Notre Dame.
Hi, it's Laurie Hernandez here. Now don't dismount. Stay on your beam because gymnastics awards are right around the bend.
Thanks to those of you being honored here today. We've enjoyed watching you grow from 5-year-old soccer players moving like a pack up and down the field to all-star goalies. We've seen you struggle to take one more step, and we've seen your joy as you cross the finish line in record time. We've seen you walk a golf course in cold, wet weather, just hoping to make it to the last hole. We've seen your sheer joy as you raised your hands while scoring 6 more points for your team.
Before those moments, you put in your time improving your speed, increasing your stamina, and strengthening your muscles, just so you could be better at your sport. You were ready for each big game and each big event. High school sports prepare you for much more than life as an athlete. High school sports prepare you for life. You've learned what it means to work hard, to better yourself, to face fear of failure, and to keep trying when you falter.
IMB looks for these qualities in its employees and appreciates the same in our business partners, because winners win, no matter if the game is sports or life. We expect you'll make some mistakes and misread some cues along the way, but these blips will be a chance to learn, to improve, and to find greater success. Congratulations from the entire staff at IMB on being recognized as an all-star prep. As a bank founded on the concept of living in a great community, we thank you for what you've done to make our community a vibrant place to live.
Coach and I are both college basketball guys. So if you ask us to put a number behind the word final, it's pretty much going to be a 4.
But if you're a gymnast, your mind goes right to the Final Five, that unbelievable U.S. team that came home from Rio with the gold in women's gymnastics.
Jersey girl Laurie Hernandez was on that amazing team. Along with the gold, she snagged a silver in the balance beam. Later, she won season 23 of Dancing with the Stars. Then she took a well-deserved break.
But now, Fonz, she's back. For the first time in 4 years, she competed at the 2021 Winter Cup in a Captain Marvel leotard.
Come on now.
No less. Where she debuted a Hamilton-inspired floor routine that brought the house down.
So how do you think we did with our gymnastics intro? Nailed it.
Hey, what's up guys? Laurie Hernandez here, and I am honored to give some love to gymnasts from coast to coast. This is an Olympic year, so our sport gets some time to shine in prime time. Don't get me wrong, that's a great thing and all, but for you guys, it doesn't matter what year it is. You're in the gym, putting in all the hours on the floor, beam, bars, horse, vault, and the rings, because you all know that perfect routine is out there. And if you love that chase of perfection, then you'll definitely have mad skills in whatever career path you choose. You hear people say, leave it out all on the floor. Well, I'm here to tell you that even if you get a perfect 10, a lot of what you learned in gymnastics comes with you off the mat and into the real world. So congratulations on a great year, and let's give out some awards. Here are your honorees for the Gymnast of the Year. And the finalists are
And the Illinois Gymnastics Athlete of the Year is Teshmaru Jamiyaku of Skokie High School. Senior Teshmaru Jamiyaku excelled on the high bar as well as the floor exercise to claim the all-round title at the IHSA State Championship to finish off his high school career. His win was a family tradition that he continued. His brother won the all-around state titles in 2015 and 2016.
Congratulations on being the best in the state.
If you want to know what a dynasty looks like, Head on down to Navarro College in Texas and talk to its storied cheer coach, Monica Aldama. Since 2000, her Bulldogs have won 14 NCAA national championships in their division. One of her squads even posted the highest score ever recorded at nationals. Her dedication to excellence and her insistence on perfection are legendary and have been highlighted on the Ellen DeGeneres Show, the hit Netflix docuseries Cheer, as well as her season on Dancing with the Stars. All hail the Queen of Cheer.
Hey y'all, it's Monica Aldama taking a moment to cheer for all of you high school cheer and dance teams out there. A lot more people outside of the cheer and dance community are beginning to see you the way I see you, for what you truly are, amazingly talented and highly dedicated athletes. They see your courage in executing unbelievable routines, but more importantly, they also see your bravery in helping break down barriers and stereotypes. You are showing them how inclusion works. It doesn't just make for better teams, it makes for better communities and in the end, a better world. Here are your honorees for Cheerleader of the Year. And the finalists are and the Cheerleader of the Year for the state of Illinois is Alyssa Goodman of Lincoln Way East High School.
No cheerleader in Illinois did a better job of adjusting to the changes than senior Alyssa Goodman. With COVID regulations leading to teams being punished from building pyramids or performing high-flying stunts, Goodman helped choreograph the Griffins' 6th state title in the past 8 years, as they posted a state championship record 98.73 score at states.
Congratulations, Alyssa. And now it's time to recognize some of the best dancers in the area. Here are your honorees for Dancer of the Year. And the finalists are and the Illinois Dancer of the Year is Brianna Buon of Adlai E. Stevenson High School.
With back-to-back state championships, Brenna Bond helped her Stevenson High School team conclude her senior season in dominating fashion. The Dancing Patriots posted a score of 95.64 to claim the Class 3A crown after Bond, an all-around performer, contributed to the choreography that played out for judges in the virtual format.
Congratulations, Brianna.
Ever have someone tell you just roll with it? Well, Chris Barnes followed their advice. He has claimed 19 PBA Tour titles during his 20-plus year bowling career. A 2018 PBA Hall of Fame inductee, he's rolled 55 perfect games and is the only bowler in history to win the Collegiate Player of the Year, the PBA Rookie of the Year, the PBA Player of the Year, World Cup champion, and World Singles Gold Medal. Not a bad way to roll.
Hey everybody, Chris Barnes here. Bowling is that rare sport where perfection is literally within our grasp every time we step on the approach. But there is so much more to get out of this amazing game. From physics to friendships, tenacity to teamwork, bowling is a great teacher. But it's one of those really fun, cool teachers who might be tough on you at times, but who years from now you're going to look back on and can't conceive of your life without them. I know I sure can't. I was lucky I met my wife through bowling, and talk about a perfect game. Of course hers, not mine. So congrats to all you athletes who knows a bird dog from a bucket and a ham bone from a ringing 10. And here's hoping you're striking for years to come and we see you bowling on TV someday. Here are your honorees for the Female Bowler of the Year. And the finalists are and the Illinois Female Bowler of the Year is Paige Carpenter of Harlem High School.
Harlem High School junior Paige Carpenter averaged a blistering 213.8 pins per game in the NIC 10 this season. She backed that up with a third-place finish in the Hananiga Indian Invitational, which was considered by many to be the unofficial state meet. Carpenter's efforts helped her team finish second at that meet.
Congratulations, Paige. And now for the guys' lane. Here are your honorees for the Male Bowler of the Year. And the finalists are and the Illinois Male Bowler of the Year is Cameron Tyler of Hananiga High School.
Cameron Tyler won the Northern Illinois Bowling Proprietors Association tournament for the second straight year. In the tournament, he tallied a score of 3,927, which meant an impressive average of 239 pins across 15 games. With no state series in Illinois because of COVID, this meant Tyler ended his career with the biggest win he could muster.
Congratulations on being the best in the state, Cameron.
For those who don't know anything about the sport of water polo, which would include me, think of it like icebergs, amazing displays above the water that'll take your breath away, with a whole lot more going on below the surface. It's time to check out Illinois' best water polo athletes.
Here are your female honorees. Here are your finalists.
And the Illinois Female Water Polo Athlete of the Year is Anna Tarantino of Naperville North High School. Anna Tarantino capped Naperville North's first state championship run with 5 goals in the title game. Her efforts led the Huskies to a perfect season. She will continue to terrorize goalies at Loyola Marymount next season.
And now for the guys. Here are your male honorees. Here are your finalists.
And the Illinois Male Water Polo Athlete of the Year is Dmitry Kobets of Stevenson High School. If he wasn't firing balls at the nets for goals, he was facilitating scores with assists. Dmitry Kobets was the steady hand for Stevenson's attack en route to the state championship. He will continue on to play at Loyola Marymount next season.
Congratulations, great job.
Michael Johnson dominated sprinting with his unique upright style of running for the most of the 90s. Nicknamed Superman, his 16 major international medals, every one of them gold.
Wow. After becoming the first and only man to defend an Olympic 400-meter title in Sydney, this speedy Texan hung up his spikes. And yet, to this day, the U.S. record in the 200, 300, and 400 meters still bear his name.
But in his retirement, hasn't run like one of his races. 3 years ago, at just 50 years old, Michael suffered a stroke and left him wondering if he would ever walk again. But with the same determination he showed on the track, he tackled intense physical therapy, making an inspiring and full recovery.
So to present the awards in track, it is my honor to welcome Superman, Michael Johnson.
Hey everybody, Michael Johnson here. One of the great things about track and field is there's an event for everybody. Doesn't matter if they're tall, short, big or small, fast or not. Everyone can excel at something during a track meet. But it takes all of those different kinds of people doing their part for the entire team to come out on top. That kind of inclusiveness makes you wonder how much better this world would look if we had more track and field athletes in it. I just know that I'm proud to be here to celebrate all of your incredible achievements from this past year. So what do you say we hand out some awards? Here are your honorees for the Female Track and Field Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are And the Illinois Female Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Lauren Dorr of Morton High School.
Lauren Dorr claimed the 100 and 200 meter titles and finished third in long jump at the Class 2A state track and field meet. She was the only girl at the state meet to break 12 seconds in the 100, finishing in 11.88 seconds. She was even more dominant in the 200, finishing more than 0.7 seconds faster than the second place finisher. She also took on the unusual challenge of running against the boys at meets earlier in the year, where she also dominated in the 100, 200, and 400 at the Mid-Illini Conference Duel. Also a standout soccer player, that is the sport she will compete in next season at Butler University.
Congratulations on being the best in the state, Lauren. And now for the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Track and Field Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are...
And the Illinois Male Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Brandon Battle of Edwardsville High School. Brandon Battle was the only track and field athlete to win 3 events at the Illinois State Track and Field Meet, where he swept the 100, 200, and 400 meter events. He broke the 100 and 400 school records in the process, with his 400 time being the fastest in the state and 3rd fastest in the country this season. He will continue his track and field career next season at the University of Arkansas.
Congratulations on being the best in the state.
When Alex Morgan steps onto the field, it's game on. She has thrived on soccer's biggest stages with a knack for late-game heroics. Her goal in extra time in the semifinals of the London Olympics helped propel the U.S. to the gold medal.
Wow. She went on to win the World Cup in 2014 and then again in 2019 as the team's co-captain. But you know, Fonz, she made just about as many headlines for off the pitch. This new soccer hero mom is an activist, a businesswoman, a philanthropist, actor, and best-selling author. Time even named her among the 100 most influential people in 2019.
Wow, she's an absolute game changer for sure. And she's here to honor some future game changers following in her footsteps.
Hey everybody, Alex Morgan here. I'm so happy to be here to help honor soccer excellence at the high school level. This ball has taken me around the world several times over. I've met some of my idols and icons because of it. I have some of my best friends because of it. I met my husband with it. I hope to coach my beautiful baby girl in the beautiful game one day with it. But it's not like this ball gave me any of those things. It made me work for them. Thousands of hours of work. And a lot of those hours in high school. If you see your name tonight anywhere in this show, it means you're good at your sport, but it also means you aren't afraid to work. And that's good, because anything worth having is worth working for. So let's see who's put in the work. Here are your honorees for the Female Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are And the Illinois Female Soccer Player of the Year is Naomi Jackson of Freeport High School.
Naomi Jackson earned the All-State Team Player of the Year honors from the Illinois Coaches Association. Jackson caught everyone's attention as a sophomore in 2019 by allowing just 11 goals and recording 11 shutouts. With her junior season canceled, she finished strong this year, leading her team into the sectional title game. She will continue her career next season at the University of Illinois.
Congrats on being the best in the state, Naomi. And now for the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are And the Illinois Male Soccer Player of the Year is Seth Anderson of Quincy Notre Dame High School.
Seth Anderson ended an electrifying senior campaign with 35 goals and 14 assists in 14 games, leading the Raiders to a 13-2 record. There were no state playoffs this year, but Anderson, a St. Louis University signee, finished his prep career with 79 career goals, a school record for the storied Quincy Notre Dame program.
Congrats on being the best in the state, Seth.
TJ Watt here. Don't even think about moving. Football awards are coming up soon. No, really, don't move. I've been known to stop a few folks.
Dude, we're hosting the National Awards Show for high school sports soon.
Yeah, dude. I know. And dude, just try not to drop the ball.
You know I'm not dropping the ball.
Okay, Land of Lincoln, be honest. You guys love seeing your athletes get some time in the spotlight. Well, let's see those celebrations. So keep posting on Instagram and Twitter using the hashtag for a chance to win an autographed gift from one of our featured guests tonight. And now back to Seth and Fonz to get us going with more awards.
If you find yourself crossing the middle of Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, be prepared for a heck of a greeting. Trent Jordan, TJ Watt, is the youngest member of an NFL family dynasty, joining brothers JJ and Derek playing for the Shield. Drafted in the first round by the Steelers in 2017, TJ became the first rookie to start at linebacker for the Black and Gold in over 3 decades. He has earned 3 Pro Bowl selections, led the league in sacks in 2020, and is a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year finalist, giving him plenty to talk about at family dinners. Today, he's helping us present the award for the best defensive football player in the state.
Hey guys, TJ Watt here. Defensive players are always trying to make an impact. But our jobs keep getting tougher because offenses get more and more complex every year. And I'm not just talking about the NFL. I see schemes in high school games these days that were groundbreaking plays on Sundays just a season ago. But you guys have been up to the challenge. In fact, the reason offenses are more inventive is because you guys are figuring out their plan at an even faster rate. So if you do happen to get beat by some crazy play, don't hang your head. Take it as a compliment. And then the next time they run it, make that impact, both figuratively and literally. Here are your honorees for the Defensive Football Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Illinois Defensive Football Player of the Year is Michael Gauguin of St. Rita High School.
Michael Gauguin racked up a whopping 90 tackles during the 2021 season, which was shortened to just 6 games because of COVID-19. Also a standout in lacrosse, which he will play next year at St. Joseph University in Philadelphia. The senior linebacker also recorded 3 sacks and notched double figures in tackles in all but 1 game this season.
Congratulations, Michael.
They say the only way to follow a legend is to become one yourself. After backing up Brett Favre for 3 seasons, Aaron Rodgers took the helm and never looked back. In 2010, he won the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl MVP honors, and has consistently been one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL over the last decade, holding the league's lowest career interception percentage and the highest single-season passer rating in history. The 9-time Pro Bowl selection was also named the NFL's most valuable player last season, the 3rd MVP trophy of his illustrious career.
Hey guys, Aaron Rodgers here with the distinct honor of handing out some of your football awards. You know, I have a lot of fond memories from playing high school football, and quite a few that involve one of the great inventions of our game, the huddle. It is the quintessential us versus them unit. You are literally putting your heads together to come up with a solution to a problem as a team. You make up your plan, pick your snap count, which in essence is a secret code, then you try to execute that plan. But once the ball is snapped, that plan can change in an instant. So I hope you're enjoying your time playing, and you will find it is good training for the road ahead. But you won't find anything quite as special as that huddle in high school football. Here are the honorees for the Offensive Football Player of the Year. And the finalists are And the Illinois Offensive Football Player of the Year is Vaughn Pemberton.
Vaughn Pemberton weaved his way through opposing defenses all spring, racking up nearly 1,000 rushing yards in a shortened season. In all, the senior running back ran for 916 yards and 15 touchdowns to lead Loyola to a perfect 6-0 season. Pemberton will continue his football career in the fall at Ball State University.
Congratulations on being the best in the state, Vaughn.
They don't call Team USA wrestler Kyle Snyder Captain America for nothing. In 2016, he became the youngest Olympic gold medalist and world champion in American wrestling history. He later helped Team USA win its first world championship in more than 20 years.
Simply an amazing athlete. He ended his college career as the first and only wrestler to win the NCAA, world and Olympic titles as a college athlete. Wow. And he's here to present the awards in wrestling.
Hey guys, Kyle Snyder. In wrestling, you need physical strength to be successful, but you need a tremendous inner strength to be great. You have to have a lot of faith in yourself. There is nowhere to hide out on the mat. No teammate can come help you. No coach can call a timeout to draw up a new strategy. It may be lonely out there, but it is also very empowering. It forces you to dig deeper, try harder, and hold on just a little bit longer. It helps show you what you can do. It is a wonderful gift that will keep on giving long after your last match. Here are your honorees for the Male Wrestler of the Year. And the finalists are and the Illinois Wrestler of the Year is Dylan Connell of Marian Catholic High School.
It might not be in the official record books, but when Dylan Connell won the 182-pound division at the IWCOA Boys Open State Championships this year, those who follow wrestling in Illinois believe he reached historic heights. With the IHSA postseason canceled, that was considered the unofficial state meet, and Connell's title means he has won state championships in 4 straight seasons at Marian Catholic. He will continue his wrestling career next season at the University of Illinois.
Congratulations on being the best in the state, Dylan.
In the fastest growing team sport in North America, Paul Rabel is scoring more than goals. Paul has 7 championship titles through his college, professional, and international career. More impressive still is the 3-time MVP has co-founded the Premier Lacrosse League, changing the face of professional sports by giving athletes a bigger investment in their clubs. Today, he's investing his time in presenting to the best lacrosse players in the state.
What's up, everyone? I'm Paul Rabel, talking to all of you lacrosse players out there. You high school guys and gals are the vanguard of our sport. You're the ones out there showing the unfamiliar what an amazing sport lacrosse is. You're the ones bringing in converts from other sports. Our numbers are growing, our fan base is growing, and a lot of that is because of all of you. So keep doing what you're doing, and who knows, maybe one day I'll be home watching one of you on network television in prime time on Monday Night Lacrosse. I like the sound of that. Here are your honorees for the Female Lacrosse Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Illinois Female Lacrosse Player of the Year is Nina Montes of St. Ignatius High School.
Nina Montes has been on the attack since she started taking aim at the nets for St. Ignatius. In May, she scored the 100th goal of her storied career. Selected as an all-state performer after her sophomore season, she continued to get better and better during her final 2 seasons. She will play at Princeton next year.
Congratulations, way to go and way to dominate. And now, for the guys. Here are your honorees for the Male Lacrosse Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Illinois Male Lacrosse Player of the Year is Will Maharis of Loyola Academy.
Will Maharis' goal to tie the state championship game at 7-7 this spring was typical of his career at Loyola Academy. He always seemed to make huge plays for the Ramblers when they mattered most. Maharis' versatility and field vision throughout his career have made him a coach's dream.
Congratulations on being the best in the state.
Chipper Jones here. Let's see who really knocked it out of the park this year. Coming up right after this. Softball icon Jennie Finch first caught the nation's attention pitching the University of Arizona Wildcats to a national championship in 2001. 3 years later, she was on the world stage helping lead Team USA to gold medal at the Athens Olympics. She would collect a silver medal in Beijing and have a sterling pro career on her way to National Softball Hall of Fame. Jennie's focusing on family now, but still serves as an ambassador for the sport, holding camps across the country, including her very own softball academy in Flemington, New Jersey. A leader and supporter of the next generation of softball superstars, Jennie Finch joins us to announce the best softball players in the state.
Hey everyone, Jennie Finch here with a tip of the cap to all you softball players out there. It is such a great sisterhood, and I am so proud to be a part of it with you all. As you go through life, you'll always be running into fellow softball players, at your job, at parties, and yes, eventually, even at your own kids' school functions. They'll all be well-versed in rally caps and walk-offs, rain delays and double plays, shagging flies, and those oh-so-long bus rides. They'll have run a few miles in your cleats, usually one base at a time. So congrats to all the finalists here today. But as cliche as it sounds, you are all already winners. There is one thing in this world you can never have enough of, and that's friends. And thanks to softball, you will always have some ready to get your back. And nobody can take that away from you. Here are your honorees for the Softball Player of the Year. And the finalists are
and the Illinois Softball Player of the Year is Abby Dunning of Marist High School. In 29 games this year, Marist's Abby Dunning was 28-1 with a hard-to-comprehend .026 earned run average. That included a shutout in her team's Class 4A state semifinal win over Huntley and a single run allowed in her team's state championship game victory over Lincoln Way Central. She will continue playing softball next season at Boston College.
Fonzarelli.
Yes.
How many teams did you play for in your career?
I played for 4 different teams over 11 years.
Wow. That's not unusual. Now, Chipper Jones' career, that's unusual. The Braves selected him with the #1 overall pick in 1990, and they never let him go. He was the cornerstone of a dynasty that claimed 11 consecutive division crowns and a World Series title in 1995. 2 Silver Slugger Awards, a batting title, a National League MVP, all during his 19 seasons in Atlanta.
Wow. We are lucky to have this Hall of Famer here to announce the state's best baseball players of the year. Hey everyone, just want to lend my voice to the chorus of congratulations you've been receiving for all your hard work under trying conditions. Baseball is the quintessential American game with roots going all the way back to the mid-1800s. They were playing on diamonds decades before the plane, the automobile, or even the light bulb was invented. And now you guys are carrying the sport into the future, mixing tried and true practices with new technologies and analytics to bring these games into the 21st century and beyond. Nothing warms the heart of an old baseball guy like me than to see you all out there every spring. So keep rounding those bases, heading for home. Maybe one day down the road, you'll be the one handing out these awards to another generation of baseball players. Here are your honorees for the Baseball Player of the Year. And the finalists are...
And the Illinois Baseball Player of the Year is Nick DeMarco of St. Charles North High School. St. Charles North High School dual threat Nick DeMarco was 5-1 on the mound with a 1.47 ERA this past season. The Notre Dame recruit also clocked a .423 batting average with 11 home runs in leading his St. Charles North team to a 28-4 record. That comes after leading his team to a state runner-up finish during his sophomore season.
Hey, wanna have some fun with you. Basketball is awards coming up.
Are you guys hungry? Yeah. All right, let's get some apps.
Let's do it.
It's as easy as that. Let us refill for you.
There you go, guys.
Wow, that was so fast. Thank you so much.
All right, cheers, guys.
Hey, I'll be right back. Okay.
No one likes waiting in long lines or missing the big moments.
Did I miss anything? No. That was quick. I know, right?
You want a beer? Yeah.
We're making it easier for you to get back to what you love without missing a single minute. Refill.
Did I miss anything?
Fonzarelli, you know what made KG, Kevin Garnett, so special?
What's that?
The guy never took a play off. He was fiercely competitive. He was a tremendous leader, and he was a winning player. He was the guy that if he was on your team, you had a chance to have great success because he set the standard.
Indeed, Seth. I had the great privilege of playing with him in 2000. After coming home from the Olympics, he needed a little blow to kind of get his legs back under him. He wouldn't take a break. He jumped right into training camp with us, went through the whole process. That's a leader of a team.
He's a leader and a winning player. Named Mr. Basketball USA in 1995, Kevin Garnett was the first player drafted by the NBA straight out of high school in 2 decades.
Wow. 15-time All-Star, also earned MVP and Defensive Player of the Year honors, as well as an NBA championship and an Olympic gold medal.
KG retired after 21 seasons as the all-time NBA leader in defensive rebounds and joined Karl Malone and Kareem as the only players to amass 25,000 points, 14,000 rebounds, and 5,000 assists during their careers.
And now, to switch it up a bit, instead of taking home the title, he'll take his turn at announcing the best in the state. Here's the one and only KG.
Hey everybody, it's your boy KG here, Kevin Garnett. In my high school days, I spent a bit of time in Farragut Academy, shout out to the west side of Chicago. And I want to give some love to the land of Lincoln, state of Illinois. This all starts right here, at home, with you guys. Y'all are the heart and soul of our game. So it doesn't matter if it's in the gym, or in the blacktop, or in the backyard. All that hard work you do when nobody's watching pays off in moments like this, when everybody is watching. Here are some honorees for the Female Basketball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Illinois Female Basketball Player of the Year is Greta Kemp Schrader of Naperville North High School.
The 6'1" senior Greta Kampschrader is headed to Oregon State after dominating the Illinois prep ranks. She scored 17 points and grabbed 10 rebounds per game as Naperville North went 12-1. She also averaged 3 steals and 3 assists to demonstrate her full game. When the game was close, she was clutch, hitting nearly 90% of her free throws.
Congratulations, Greta. And now for the ballers on the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the male basketball player of the year. And the finalists are and the State of Illinois' male basketball player of the year is Bryce Hopkins of Fenwick High School.
Bryce Hopkins lived up to the hype of signing with the University of Kentucky as he averaged 25 points and 13 rebounds per game during his senior season at Fenwick High School. At 6'7", 200 pounds, Hopkins proved unstoppable around the basket and versatile in chasing down missed shots in leading the Friars to a 13-3 record and a runner-up finish in the season-ending Chipotle Clash of Champions tournament.
Congratulations, Bryce.
Hey everybody, it's Sue Bird here. You know I love to see some strong girls making a statement and pushing the bar higher. So I'm super pumped to be part of this show where we see so many young athletes doing just that. Coming up soon, the finalist and top award for the Female Athlete of the Year, presented by yours truly.
So, Fonzarelli, I don't know if you remember this about me, but I spent a bit of time on the bubble, and eventually it put me on the hot seat. You know, the one where everyone has an opinion on whether you're king of the world or you're not exactly the brightest guy in the room.
Right. Of course. The head honcho, the drill sergeant, the supreme ruler, the mentor, the soul crusher. Yeah, you know the coach.
That's a role that requires some thick skin and a little bit of grace under pressure.
Our next award gives some love to these men and women who put themselves in the line of fire in order to lead young adults to greatness, create memories for entire communities, and leave lasting legacies that remain long after they've left the job.
So it's no surprise we have one of those legends here to help us shine a spotlight on the top high school coaches in Illinois.
The new head coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars has found success at every stop in his coaching career, including a national championship for both Florida and Ohio State.
Here he is, the legendary Urban Meyer.
It's always an honor when you're asked to be part of recognizing tremendous coaches at any level. It is even more special when it's for high school coaches. The traditional image of a crotchety old guy blowing a whistle and talking X and O's just doesn't hold up in today's world. For starters, there are tons of amazing female coaches doing amazing things at the high school level. And sure, coaches are still in charge of instruction of a given sport, but it's not about the whistle around their neck. It's about all the hats they wear. A coach, a teacher, mentor, confidant, mother or father figure, and sometimes simply a friend. It is one of the hardest yet most rewarding professions there is, and nobody did it better than our Coach of the Year. And the finalists are
Tom Kleinschmidt, boys basketball coach from DePaul College Prep, led his team to victory in the most hyped tournament in Illinois this season. Callie Sinkus, volleyball coach from Rochester High School, has built a perennial powerhouse that lived up to its hype this year, finishing 18-0 as the CS8 tournament champion. Bob Becker, girls basketball coach from Morton High School, seems to always have his teams playing for state titles and led the Potters to the Mid-Illini Conference title this year.
And the Illinois Coach of the Year is Tom Kleinschmidt of DePaul College Prep.
Who says there can't be a Cinderella finish in a season with no postseason? Certainly not Tom Kleinschmidt and his DePaul College Prep squad. DePaul was decidedly not the favorite to win the highly competitive and greatly hyped Chipotle Clash of Champions tournament this winter. But they showed up anyway and earned its own version of the glass slipper, beating several powerful opponents, including Evanston 51-31 in the championship game. Guided by Kleinschmidt, who is in his 10th season as head coach, DePaul got better all season and was playing cohesive team basketball at the end, finishing 14-2.
Congratulations, Coach. Excellent job. Now, let's give out some awards to some who've proven they know what it takes to come together as a team and bring home the wins. Here are your finalists for the Team of the Year.
The Lincoln Way East High School girls track and field team won the Class 3A state title this season after tallying 56 points in the state meet, 6 more than the second-place finisher. The Rock Ridge High School softball team was nearly perfect, finishing 29-0 and winning the Class 2A state title. The Springfield High School baseball team finished an incredible run of comebacks with the school's first state title. And the Illinois Team of the Year is the Springfield High School baseball team. The Springfield High School baseball team overcame a 6-0 deficit and defeated Crystal Lake Prairie Ridge 8-7 to capture the program's first state championship. The Senators pulled off their 6th straight comeback victory in the postseason, having also completed come-from-behind wins over Burbank St. Lawrence, Charleston, Chatham Glenwood, Mahomet Seymour, and Jacksonville. Against St. Lawrence in the state semifinal, Jack Swaney lifted Springfield to a 6-4 win in 8 innings with a 2-run single to right field. The Senators also eked out a thrilling 13-12 win over Chatham Glenwood in 9 innings in the sectional final. The Senators finished what was truly one of the most exciting postseason runs in state history with a 29-5 record.
Congratulations, guys. Well done.
There's nothing more community-centered than high school sports. There's the camaraderie between team members, the enthusiasm of the students, and the way fans join in the fun every game day. While faced with unprecedented obstacles this past year, our female athletes still worked hard and came to each event ready to win. We expect all the athletes being honored will face new and different obstacles throughout life, yet will continue their winning ways. INB is a bank steeped in the tradition of serving the community, so we're especially pleased to help recognize the Female Athlete of the Year who, we suspect, will one day step up and serve our community too. Congratulations.
So many amazing athletes. I mean, Illinois really produces some players, right?
Right. So now it's time to announce the best among all of these male and female athletes of the year.
Let's start with the ladies.
How about Sue Bird? 18 years in the WNBA with Seattle.
11-time All-Star, 4-time WNBA champion.
4-time Olympic gold medalist with Team USA.
2002 National Player of the Year at UConn.
Unbelievable. 3-time Nancy Lieberman Award at UConn as the nation's top point guard.
Wow. 2-time national champion at UConn, 2000 and 2002. To give us an assist with announcing the Female Player of the Year, we have the all-time assist leader in WNBA history, the great Sue Bird.
The Illinois Female Athlete of the Year, presented by INB.
Hey everybody, Sue Bird here. You know, it wasn't all that long ago that the idea of putting the words female and athlete of the year next to each other would have seemed strange to a lot of people. But the true benefits you get from sports have never been gender specific. The lessons they teach are just as important. The skills they instill, just as valuable. The bonds they form, just as enriching for women as they are for men. It's taken some time and a lot of effort to get to the point where those truths have become self-evident for most. There are still some minds that need changing. Luckily, these competitive young women are doing their part to do just that. Each one of our finalists have already proven themselves in their own sport. Now it's time to find out who of these queens of competition will leave with the ultimate crown. Female Athlete of the Year.
Abby Dunning was close to unhittable on the mound and leading Marist High School to a state softball title. Rachel Stagey, a senior from Neuqua Valley High School, graduates as the state record holder in 2 swimming events. Haley Wallace, a senior from Brimfield High School, was an all-stater in basketball at nearly 20 points per game and a star on the softball field.
And the Illinois Female Athlete of the Year is Rachel Stagey of Nequa Valley High School.
Start with not only state titles, but state records in the 200-yard and 500-yard freestyle events. Add that to qualifying marks for the U.S. Olympic trials in the 200, 400, 800, and 1500 freestyle events. And to top it off with the sectional team title, the best possible team finish in Illinois this season, and it quickly becomes clear that Rachel Stagey is a dynamic athlete whose sky is the limit. She leaves as one of the greatest all-time swimmers for a program that regularly produces greatness, and now heads to one of the country's best college programs at the University of Georgia.
Congratulations, Rachel. Good luck at Georgia, and hope to see you representing the U.S. Olympic team in coming years.
Hi, I am Alan Coleman, President of the Illinois Pork Producers Association. We are proud to support the High School Sports Awards for a 5th consecutive year. On behalf of my fellow pig farmers in the state, we would like to congratulate all the athletes and coaches for excelling in their respective sports. We know this year hasn't been ideal, and we commend all the honorees' hard work and dedication on and off the field. When you want high protein and high power, think pork.
Talk about legends. I'm sure the Male Athlete of the Year is already carving out his own legacy. But to have that announced by Shaquille O'Neal, Big Aristotle,
yes,
that is legendary.
He's feared by opponents and loved by millions. Shaq's combination of size, speed, and strength led to 4 NBA championship rings, an MVP, 15 All-Star Game appearances, an Olympic gold medal, and first ballot invite to the Hall of Fame.
And his star power has only risen in retirement. Rapper, DJ, peace officer, businessman, analyst, actor, producer, philanthropist. He does it all, making him one of the most recognized faces on the planet. My friend and colleague, the one and only Shaquille O'Neal.
The Illinois Male Athlete of the Year, presented by Illinois Pork Producers.
Hey everybody, the Big Aristotle here. I know a lot of people are watching, but I want to speak directly to the finalists for Male Athlete of the Year. Let's face it, fellas, y'all are something special. You've set yourself apart. We know you got this. Now that people know your name and the kids look up to you, you have responsibilities to the community. That's part of the gig now. It means they know you do hard work to be great, but also you pay attention to detail. It means you rise to the occasion when your team really needs it. It means you make your parents proud. So let's give it up for the male athletes who are vying for the title of the best. And the finalists for the Male Athlete of the Year are
James Cooper, a senior from Harlem High School, led the state in both passing yards and touchdowns in football and was a star pitcher on the baseball diamond. Bryce Hopkins, a senior from Fenwick High School, is heading to a blue blood college basketball program this fall after being a scoring machine in high school. Michael Goggin, a senior from St. Rita of Cascia High School, is a member of our All-Illinois lacrosse team and was also our football defensive player of the year after racking up 90 tackles in the shortened 6-game season.
And the Male Athlete of the Year from the state of Illinois is Bryce Hopkins of Fenwick High School.
In a state known for producing top-level basketball talent, Bryce Hopkins carried on the tradition. The hefty forward showed that he can score in and out of the paint, putting up 25 points a game in Illinois' shortened season. He added 13 rebounds a game to his resume and helped his team finish 13-3. It was all gravy for the senior, who had already committed to play for John Calipari and the Kentucky Wildcats next season.
Congratulations, Bryce.
What a show. Really, congrats to all the honorees and winners here tonight.
Yes, it's been a great seeing the next generation of superstars that I hope to be talking about years to come. And to all the moms, dads, grandparents, teachers, guardians, thank you for your support and for your dedication in helping them face and conquer their challenges, whether in sport or in real life.
And one last thank you to our sponsors who made this show possible. Until next year.
We're out.
Brought to you by the USA Today Network, in partnership with Illinois Pork Producers and INB.
Congratulations.
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 A big congratulations
to all the High School Sport Awards honorees.
From the Big Shaq himself, big pat on the back.
I just want to take a moment to give some props to all the honorees of the High School Sports Awards.
Congratulations and kudos to all of the High School Sports Awards honorees.
Big props, huge congratulations to all the High School Sports honorees and winners.
A big congratulations to all the High School Sports Awards honorees. Best of luck on the Big Diamond or wherever your next home plate may be.
Hey, shout out to all the kids who won something. Shout out to all the kids who was even mentioned. Shout out to all the kids who played this year. Straight up, it's a crazy year. Proud of everybody for pushing through this hard times. Congratulations to everybody that participated and to everybody who won. Yeah.